Hey, good morning everybody. I am hiking out at the Graymoor Spiritual Center. Had a good stay last night, except it was so hot. Oh my gosh, it was like mid-70s at night, muggy, and not a breeze at all. So yeah, it was kind of hard to sleep, but yeah, it was a good stay though. Like I said, I had a nice cold shower. They had a couple of porta potties there and clean water, so we just get from the spigot, which is super awesome. So hopefully water will be a little bit better today. I think I got my first source coming up in about 5 miles, so that's very helpful. And a lot of things on the agenda today is possibilities, or could be possibly a beach. It's about 14 miles ahead. It has some kind of little food option. I think stays open until 4 or 5, so I'm not sure if I'll make it there in time. Not sure exactly how the hiking is going to be, but it's just so tough because it's so hot. So a little bit of a break today. It's only like going to be 93 to 95 today, as opposed to this weekend when it's going to be like 98, 99 both days. So just going to do the best we can. It seems to be kind of what everybody's doing. Just get there when you can get there, and just take a whole bunch of breaks and drink as much water as you can find. So anyway, talked to Anonymous last night. She camped a few miles behind me. I think she was doing well. Had a good day yesterday, so that's good. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I said, more or less these next few days is just try to survive this heat. There's a chance of a thunderstorm today. Looks like it could be strong storms, but there's only like a couple of hour window right after lunch that it may happen. So hopefully we'll get away with none of that actually. So anyway, I can get back on the trail right here, and I'll let y'all know when I see some good stuff. Holy smokes, people, look what I found. So exciting. It's not these trees, it's not this view, it is the wind, believe it or not. This is the first wind I've experienced in about 14 hours. Oh my gosh, it feels good. I am drenched in sweat. Okay, peeps, just came across the road and found a little historical marker, an inoculation station. Let's see, when a smallpox epidemic threatened his army in the winter of 1776, General Washington ordered that all troops be inoculated. This foundation is part of a colonial barn that served as an inoculation station for the Continental Army. Across the trail sits the remnants of the farmhouse built at the same time. Very cool. General Washington. It was a different time. I had a general, then became president. Just ordered people to be vaccinated. They probably just said okay. Such a different time. George Washington would not have probably survived if he had had social media. Or with anybody from the past, really. But anyway, kind of cool. Hey, Pete. Just stopped to get some water back there. Thankful to have 2 or 3 good sources today. There's one about 4 miles in, and another 2 miles beyond that, and then there's a spigot at a road crossing on the side of a building somewhere like a few miles beyond that. So that's very helpful. But staying hydrated is tough. Like I can't carry it if I'm sweating. Literally just buckets. So it's the hardest thing for me. I feel like I sweat more than everybody else out here. You know, big guy. These skinny folks don't sweat as much, I guess. So anyway, I'm getting there. Also, had a nice talk back at the water source with the Sobo. He is the first Sobo that I've seen this year. He said he left from Katahdin on May 27th, the day it opened. So yeah, it was good talking to him. It'll be good to be seeing some Sobos and get some info. So I'll take that back. You know, I met Aquaman. I would say this guy was the first human hiker that I've met coming Sobo. So yeah, Aquaman obviously on a different level. So anyway, so today the story is just try to stay hydrated. That guy did tell me that he thinks the shower at the beach is open late or all night or whatever, so that's a good thing. So since it's outdoors, but because I'm gonna definitely need that. Oh my goodness, like everybody's struggling out here with the heat. Questions are usually, how far you want to go today, and now it's just like everybody's like, how far I hope to go or how far can I go? It's really a whole different animal. So anyway, hanging in there though. Started early, so I think that's going to be the key for the foreseeable future. Really should have started even earlier than I did. I had to do a few things since they had water and stuff. Like did a few extra things this morning, like wash my face and things like that. That was cool. So anyway, I'll get back with you up the trail. Let's see if we can survive another day on the AT and the super heat. It's really not so bad if you can get to the windy areas, but like when you're down in a hole on the side of a mountain, this away from the wind, it is a struggle because it's so humid. Like when I say I'm sweating buckets, I am not lying. Like I guarantee you I'm sweating a liter every hour straight out, maybe more. So anyway, here's what it is. Welcome to summer hiking on the Appalachian Trail. Oh my gosh, peeps, the struggle is so real today. Super humid. I think way more humid than yesterday. Just taking another break. Like I can make it about 2 miles and I'm having to stop and take a break, get water, just everything I can do. So see how far I can make it today. No shower or food is worth a struggle maybe, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna spread it out as much as I can, try to get as far as I can, but whew, I'm not the only one dealing with it. I feel sorry for everybody out here today, even the young kids. Another struggle I'm facing is I meet so many new people. I guess this is truly the bubble. Like I've met probably 25 new people in the last like 12 hours, and it's hard to remember everybody's name because it's just all skinny white guys with beards and young ladies with a lot of muscles in their legs. Like everybody looks kind of the same. Maybe I'm probably just dehydrated, but oh my gosh. So anyway, hanging in there. I'm gonna slow poke it to the next water source, and it's actually got a spigot, I think, which is good. So they've just got a little shelter. I may hang out there for a minute because this possible thunderstorm's coming through maybe in a couple hours, but it's just hit or miss. Not a huge chance, but it looks like it'll be pretty heavy if it does hit here. So maybe that'll be my shower. Oh my gosh, everything is wet. Just stopped for a lunch break and looked like it was not going to rain, but looks like a little bit of a pop-up shower. I don't think it's going to be too much, but I'm actually finding cover under some trees. So yeah, if it doesn't rain too much longer, I think I'll be good. I can actually probably go park myself under that little sign over there, but like I said, I think it's going to pass through pretty quick. So of course I keep thinking that, and it keeps raining harder and harder, so we'll see. We shall see. The radar does not always tell the truth. Back on trail after that short rain shower. Unfortunately, it wasn't long enough to really cool things down, nor short enough to keep the bugs away. Like there were no bugs around, and all of a sudden, as soon as the rain stopped, like I was getting eat up back there by the mosquitoes and stuff. So anyway, moving on down the trail. It's gonna take my time. Definitely got another possible ailment. My right leg, I had when I was sitting at the gas station yesterday charging my phone and all the things there, I was kind of sitting on the ground leaning against the wall. I've been, not unusual to get cramps out here, so I was definitely having some yesterday. Had some in my hands, calves, like when you're dehydrated and it's really hot, like it's easy to do, but I got a really bad cramp in my quadricep on my right leg. I don't think it's too bad, but I mean I'm wondering if I possibly even pulled a muscle because the cramp was so bad, because it wasn't bothering me at all before that. So like I said, it's not anything to slow me down too much, just kind of taking a note of it, trying to watch after it. So anyway, still trying to get to the beach. A lot of people ahead of me. I've seen a lot of people on the trail today, so all very nice people. Even the bubble, they're all super good folks out here, it seems. So. Oh my gosh, people. I can definitely not say this is my worst day on the AT, because I have not been shuttled off, at least not yet. Oh my gosh, I haven't, I still have my phone, as you can see, so that's a plus. And I've not cried, at least not yet. So, oh my gosh, I'm 3 miles from the beach, so I'm gonna make it there. But oh my gosh, it is so tough. I just had to hike like 3 miles. Like I couldn't stop for nothing because the bugs were brutal. These mosquitoes like are just attacking, vicious, like just biting me. They love my head for whatever reason. Like they bite me everywhere. Like they're biting me right now. I'm just like, what can you do? Hopefully it'll be better at the beach, maybe with wide open spaces. But I think it's just being in the woods where this rain came through and just, it's like perfect scenario for them, I think. So I don't think they've had a lot of water lately either. So, whew. So anyway, I'll get with you down the trail. I've been trying to get some photos today, but there's not been a lot to take photos of. And I'm sweating so much, my phone is kind of staying wet. So I'm trying to, anyway, everything's just wet. So anyway, I'll get with you guys up the trail. We're going to make it one way or another. Maybe another. Kind of cool walking across some type of wall across the top of it. Very cool. I think it's rained a little less on this part of the trail than back where I was at earlier. Holy smokes, super excited to hike on some really well-maintained trail. I must be getting close to the beach because it is in a state park. So that won't make sense unless I'm jinxing myself, and I will be, because yeah, today has been like Rocksylvania all over again. Just this little swath of trail. Like, yeah, it looks nice for now, at least for 20 more yards, I can tell you. Okay, peeps, this is a kind of a cool find before the beach. It is a telephone of the wind. If you don't know the story, I read about this recently. I'll try to show you what it says. In 2010, garden designer Itaru Sasaki built a telephone booth in his garden just outside Atsuchi, Japan, in which he could talk with his late beloved cousin. See, apparently I think the story is it's like a rotary phone too. That's legit. Like you can talk to your loved ones, maybe they're passed on. I don't believe in that sort of thing, but it's pretty cool though for those that do. It's kind of just stuck out here in the woods. Ooh, if I was gonna try to talk to somebody, it'd probably be today. It's been a rough one, but you know, very cool. You know, a legitimate rotary phone. So honestly, I'm not sure who I would try to talk to if I had the choice. Okay, changed my mind. I'm going back to the phone. Okay, I decided to use the phone anyway. I don't honestly think I'm going to be talking to this person, but maybe I can do it in front of you guys and at least know that one of the truths of my life will be out there for the public finally. I actually told Anonymous this on trail one day, and she was like, yeah, she thought it was interesting. So anyway, I don't know exactly what to dial. There's no dial tone. So anyway, see what I'm calling my high school science teacher of all people. Hello, sir. I know you're in the beyond. I just wanted to tell you something that I was not able to tell you before you passed away recently. And that is that you remember when I went to the state science fair in high school? I totally cheated on that project. I apologize to Heard County High School and everybody. I kind of know now it was a bad thing to do. It wasn't super egregious and purposeful, but I was just kind of lazy, honestly. I was smart enough to do a science fair project and capable enough, I guess, but I was just lazy and didn't want to do it and put it off like I always did, homework or anything like that. I was a great student in school, never in trouble. and did all, did good on all my tests and everything, but I hated homework. So anyway, my science fair project I did, it was 1987 roughly, or 88, and there's a lot of steroid controversy. Well, it wasn't steroid controversy at the time, it was baseball controversy. At the time, they didn't really know that like all the players were jacked up on steroids at the moment, so a lot of people thought it might be the baseball. So anyway, I connived basically the night before this project was due. I basically did a bunch of quote-unquote tests on a Major League Baseball from 1986 and one from like 1987, the two different years that people were kind of arguing that the ball was juiced up, so to speak. So supposedly I did this project, and I was just trying to get I was just trying to pass the class. I wasn't trying to like win the science fair. So that's where it gets kind of interesting, is that I did the project and like purposefully I made sure that like the balls were just completely the same. I was like, I'll just do this experiment, and the balls, I'm just going to make them be exactly the same. I cut one of them in half, I cut the other one in half, looked at them, they looked the same. I rolled them down, supposedly, here's the key, supposedly, I rolled them like down a ramp to see if they rolled the same. I bounced them to see if they bounced, the same height or whatever. It was really simple. So anyway, I ended up winning the science fair project at school, and then I went on to win the district science fair at district, and I was feeling terrible because I was like, I was just trying to get by with the class. I didn't even like to dress up. I had to dress up to go do this stuff, so it was awful. So to my science teacher, if you're listening out there, I know you probably get a kick out of that part of it at least, but I do want to apologize. Thankfully, when I went to the state science fair to compete, I did not win, so I'm thankful for that. So anyway, like I said, it's kind of a convoluted story of me just trying to get a grade and not trying to cheat, but ends up I kind of cheated. I guess it wasn't fair to whoever really would have won the science fair at district or at my school that year. So anyway, if you're out there listening or watching this, I do apologize. And my science teacher, y'all, he was the best ever. Like, he was a good man. I always joked with him that he was not my favorite teacher because my English teacher and HEP teacher was always my favorite, Miss Thea. So, but anyway, Mr. Brown, my apologies for cheating in your class. Not even so much for the grade, but just for cheating science. I know science was very important to you. So anyway, I apologize if it helps. Last year when I sold all of my stuff, I sent my award, my certificate, and all the stuff from the science fair. I sent it to the superintendent, and I don't even think he knows why I sent it to him. Hopefully he didn't like display it or something somewhere as like memorabilia, because I was basically trying to turn it in. I don't know, maybe I should turn in my diploma too. I don't know, like I cheated. Like maybe I deserve what I get, but so anyway, I just wanted to shout out to him. So it's pretty cool little phone actually. Like I said, I don't believe he can hear me necessarily right now, but anyway, I know y'all can. So that's my confession for today. And I'll talk to you soon. This is from the Telephone of the Wind. Peace out. Okay guys, I am slow poking it to the beach, hoping to get there before the little shop closes. It's got a few things for sale. They actually don't have hot food because it's so hot. I think they're closing their kitchen. You know it's hot when you got to close the kitchen. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm hoping to get there. I think they may have drinks and ice cream or something. I don't know if I can get there before they close. But as y'all know from the last state park experience, I don't have my hopes up just in case. So, oh my gosh, it's been a rough one, no doubt about that. But it's what it is when you're hiking in the harsh part of the summer. So we're just going to have to keep going, do the best we can. And anyway, I'm about to run out of battery, so I'm going to close this episode here. Try to get y'all a few views of the park. If I do, I'll throw those at the beginning of the next episode. So anyway, appreciate you watching all my nonsense. Oh gosh, I didn't film for a while today because I still want y'all to hear me complaining. So I know it seems like I complained a lot today, but do know that I did filter out some of it at least. So anyway, like I said, appreciate it. Appreciate everything from everybody. And I will talk to you in the next episode.